How does a ship move in water? The ships also run with the help engines, but yes, as they don't run on roads, there needs to have some other arrangements for them to move in that particular medium, i.e. water. And this problem is solved by the use of propeller. In short, we can say that the main engine runs the propeller and the propeller creates the necessary thrust which helps the ship to move. The ship moves because of the reaction force of water on the ship's hull. When the propeller rotates, the water particles around the blades also rotates because of the force of propeller. As we know, according to Newton's third law of motion, every action has equal and opposite reaction. So in this case also there is a reaction force, also called the thrust, generated by water on the propeller. But we can't use this thrust directly for the movement of the ships. We need to transfer this thrust from propeller to the ship's hull, and this transfer operation of thrust is done by the thrust block. The thrust block transfers the thrust to the ship's hull, and hence the ship moves in the specified direction. How does the thrust block transfers the thrust? Thrust block of the shaft has a thrust collar in the middle of its length and pads on both sides of it, i.e. for a head as well as a stern movement. When the propeller moves, it throws water away from the ship, which has equal and opposite reaction on the propeller shaft. Propeller shaft tends to this enter into the engine room. There is a microscopic movement of the entire shaft till the thrust collar hit the forward or backward pads as per the direction of the propeller. And then the thrust collar transfers this thrust to the ship's hull. In this way the thrust get transmitted to the ship and the ship moves forward. The ocean may appear flat, but it is anything but. A closer view offers a better look at the wind, currents, and wave action that influence how a ship moves in 6 degrees of motion: heave, sway, surge, roll, pitch, and yaw. These environmental conditions create a dynamic and ever-changing plan that Nautilus moves across, not just forward and reverse, but up and down, side to side, and even heaving into the air. Regardless, all 6 happen in combination, and understanding how helps scientists, engineers, and bridge operators make informed decisions about how and where to operate the ship, when it is safe to operate the ROVs, and how to calibrate our technology systems. Here is a quick look at the 6 planes of ship motion. Pitch describes the up and down motion of a vessel. This is characterized by the rising and falling of the bow and stern in much the same way as a teeter-totter moves up and down. Roll is how we describe the tilting motion of the ship from side to side. Wind and waves push against the ship and cause it to rock back and forth. Yaw spins the ship on an invisible middle line similar to swiveling on a chair. This can be caused by waves moving in perpendicular to the motion of the ship and can change its heading or direction. Heave defines the up and down motion of a ship as large swells heave Nautilus vertically on the crests and troughs of waves. Sway, this sliding motion occurs when the hull of a ship is pushed by the wind or current. Surge occurs when Nautilus is being followed by larger swells, which can push the vessel forward and impact the front-to-back motion of the ship. Wonder of the Seas. The Wonder of the Seas is the world's largest cruise ship and weighs 236,857 gross tons. It is owned by Royal Caribbean International and was delivered in January 2022. The 1,188 feet long vessel will start operations in March 2022. It is the 5th vessel in Royal Caribbean's Oasis class of cruise ships. This floating civilization can accommodate 6,988 passengers in addition to 2,300 crew members. The Wonder of the Seas is equipped with 4 bow thrusters, with 7,500 horsepower each. This ship can reach cruising speeds up to 22 knots. The Wonder of the Seas is built differently than her sister vessels, boasting brand few amenities such as a suite neighborhood, fully redesigned pool decks, and even an all-new aquatheater. Symphony of the Seas. The Symphony of the Seas is the 2nd largest cruise ship in the world. She held the top spot until she was beaten by her sister ship, Wonder of the Sea. The giant cruise ship has 228,081 gross registered tons, measures 238 feet tall and spans 361.011 meters long. Symphony of the Seas is the ultimate family vacation destination with a bold lineup of energy-filled, heart-pumping experiences. This cruise ship offers the chance to go head-to-head in a glow-in-the-dark laser tag adventure, take the plunge down the ultimate abyss, the tallest slide at sea towering 10 stories high, or soak up some sun after getting drenched on epic water slides and flowrider surf simulators. Harmony of the Seas. Royal Caribbean's Oasis class vessel, Harmony of the Seas, follows closely behind her sister ship. STX France built it at its Saint-Nazaire shipyard. The 3rd vessel in the Oasis class series, Harmony of the Seas, was delivered in May 2016. With a gross tonnage of 226,963 GT, Harmony of the Seas has a maximum beam of 66 meters. Featuring 2,747 staterooms with virtual balconies, this biggest vessel can accommodate 5,479 guests at double occupancy. Like its sister vessels, Harmony of the Seas offers all of Royal Caribbean's exclusive features, including Central Park, Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness Center, Boardwalk, the Royal Promenade and Entertainment Place, among others.